Hi, and welcome to the Introduction to Value Stream Mapping. This is a value stream map, and it's divided into three sections. That's really the easiest way to understand how it works. The top section is information flow. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, you see that we have identified a customer. Information flows from the customer electronically, that's the broken arrow, into production control. Other facilities, it might be called planning or scheduling or even sales. From production control, information flows to a vendor to supply us with raw material. Information also flows into our value-added steps. So from production control, we give information directly to stamping, we give information directly to assembly, we give information to shipping. That information typically takes the form of a schedule. So those operations know what to produce, or in the case of shipping, what and when to ship. We also have information that the vendor uses to determine when to supply us and how much to supply us. Customers providing us information so that we know when to ship what. That's the information flow, top portion of the value stream map. Welcome back to value stream mapping. The center section of the map is the flow of value, and it starts by the vendor providing raw materials to us, maybe sub-assemblies, maybe complete assemblies that we would then add value to. In this case, it's raw material because it comes into our inventory. That's what the I represent. The truck symbol shows that we get a shipment on Tuesday and Friday. Comes into our inventory. It is stamped, and then it's held in work in process, which is what this I for inventory is, and it's pushed from stamping over to assembly. This arrow indicates that we push it. So we make a large batch here, and we push it over to assembly. Assembly does its magic, it assembles the product, and then it pushes over to finished goods inventory. That's what that I is. Shipping gets a schedule from production control and ships that out to the customer, and that happens 4 times a day. So we're shipping to the customer on a regular basis. That's what this truck represents, and it goes directly to the customer. So this is the flow of value, the center section, or the flow of stuff. That's how the center section of the value stream map works. Welcome back to Introduction to Value Stream Mapping. The final portion of the map is what's called the lead time ladder, and that's this line that goes up and down across the map. We start by determining how much inventory we have, and we divide that inventory by customer demand. In other words, we determine how much the customer wants from us, how much stuff the customer wants on a daily basis. We divide that into how much inventory we have. That will tell us how many days of inventory we have on hand. That's the upper part of the line. The lower part of the line, we record the cycle time for that value-added step. So if stamping takes a second, then we would write a second down there. We continue on the ladder, and this is work in process inventory, to recall. This is the stuff that we've stamped that's waiting to be assembled. We also count that and divide that by the daily customer demand rate, and that tells us how much inventory we have in days of customer demand. Next step is down once again, and that's where we record the cycle time for assembly. The final up step is how much finished goods inventory we have, once again determined by days of demand. We divide how much finished goods inventory by how much the customer wants daily, and that tells us how many days of finished goods inventory we have. And that is the lead time ladder that's at the bottom of the value stream map.